So, Arcane, it's been a month retrospective of Arcane. I'm going to do a year retrospective of if I look back on Arcane vividly still. Um, and just making this video is going to make me tear up. So I just watched Tyler Joseph's Game Awards concert, not really concert, but uh his live performance of The Line, which is one of Arcane's um many songs, and I was tearing up during the performance. I don't tear up at music very often, and I think it's a mixture of reasons. First off, I just want to give my condolences to Tyler Joseph. He's not listening to this video, but I still think that it's worth mentioning that this song was made for his grandma, a tribute to his grandma, but it's also an Arcane song. And I just want to say, mad respect. The Arcane fandom is grateful for you, Tyler Joseph, that you that for this series you put your pain into a song that was just beautiful. And for a beloved character too, because this is a Victor song. So it's like everybody is so protective over Victor that if the song was not done justice, people would have gotten mad. But I feel like this did do him justice. Um, let's talk about this. So, a part of the reason that um, Arcane's music is sad to me is because it's over. That's something that we need to address, and which is sad, but also it's good that Riot, was it Riot? Riot does League of Legends. Riot Games, right? Yeah, Riot Games. Something that we need to address is that it ended. Arcane ended, and that makes these songs 10 times sadder. Because, like, you look back at these songs and you get reminded that it's over. There's no more episodes coming out. And it makes me tear up because it's like, I love this show so much and it definitely deserves more seasons than just two. However, I think the writers made a good decision at ending it early. I do think that they ended it earlier than they wanted to because they realized that just because a show is loved doesn't mean it should go on for years and years. Uh, we need to realize that we need to start appreciating what was rather than what could have been. Circle back to the last episode, what could have been of season one. The name was what could have been. It sucks that Arcane ended. I'm gonna miss staying up until 3 a.m. to watch these episodes. That's probably the most part. Is that I'm gonna remember season two more than I did season one, because season one I did stay up late secretly though. I stayed up late secretly and watched these episodes. Even though I had school night, I was that invested into the show. I was like, everybody's raving about Arcane. I saw a picture of Jinx and I was enthralled because obviously I'm in love with Jinx. And I was like, okay, I need to watch the show. I can't keep doing this. I did this with MHA where I was starting to simp for a character, but didn't know anything about it, and then I started watching MHA, and I was like, oh my god, I actually really love these characters' personality rather than how they look. So that I did the same thing with Arcane. I did join the Arcane fandom a little late, so I didn't get to have the experience of waiting super duper long for uh, Arcane season 2. But I will say, I did join like I think a couple months, like 2 months after the hype for Arcane has died down. So I didn't join incredibly late. Like I didn't join a year later after all of the episodes were open to us. But still, uh, still, I will say that it makes me tear up, honestly, because I've never loved a show um that check marks every aspect. Like Supernatural, Walking Dead, those shows are good, but it's the art style, the storytelling, the pulling on the heartstrings, just everything. Everything about this show was perfection. And I don't use the word perfect loosely. Arcane is a perfect 10 out of 10. And I'm happy that they did end it at season 2 because I feel like eventually we would have gotten a stinker of a season, honestly. Which would have soiled the 10 out of 10 perfection. And I can honestly say with confidence, I cry. I cry knowing that this show has ended. I don't do that for any show. Like Supernatural, yeah, it sucks that we didn't get another season of Supernatural. The Walking Dead, well, The Walking Dead still technically does get more seasons just with spin-off shows. I'm even choking up thinking about the fact that Arcane's ending, and the songs are just a bitter reminder. Like hearing the songs, I'm like tearing up because I realize that Arcane is over. But I know that there's going to be spin-off shows. There's going to be like shows about Lux, which will probably have Jinx in it, but it's sad, right? It's sad because it's like even if we got the happy ending where like everybody survived, Isha survived, Jinx is alive. But if like Isha and Jinx had a scene together where it's like, okay, it's confirmed that they're alive, just it still would have been sad because Arcane changed my life. That's the thing, is that I know it sounds stupid that a show changed your life. Like people are going to tell me to go touch grass, but genuinely, I had confidence. Like in high school, I was always so hard on myself, but uh I don't know, man. It just it it really breaks my heart because like I found a new quote unquote identity. Like that sounds like I should be locked in a psych ward. What I mean by that is that I saw myself in the character of Jinx. She's been through so much, and now to the point where she's driven insane, and she's like, "I'm not insane, okay? That's whatever." This is the problem with like saying that, "Oh, I resonate with a character," is that they think that I want to be that character. No, I'm just saying that I resonate with Jinx a lot, to the point where I can feel confident enough to, like, with season 2, seeing Jinx more confident and like more independent, I was able to become more independent. And now I don't take shit from people. Like, a year ago, I would have been like quiet, letting people walk all over me. But now, after watching season 2, I don't take shit from people anymore. And I'm just like, okay, now I'm living for myself. I'm not gonna let other people tear me down and everything. Like, that's how much Arcane can have an influence on somebody, is that if you just resonate with the character. And that's another thing that we need to talk about, is that there's a character for every personality type. Like the hero, the person that wants to help everybody, that's Echo. The fighting type, that's more running away from trauma, that's Vi. The more rich, privileged person that's like has secret family issues, or has issues in general, that's Caitlyn. The person like me, who's very traumatized and like is more hidden, and like has issues dealing with those issues of being abandoned and being heartbroken, that's Jinx. um and like, the show ending was heartbreaking, but I'm happy it ended early, because I'd rather it end early than overstay its welcome, you know. uh just, this show is life changing. If you haven't watched Arcane, go watch it. Like, I cannot recommend this show enough. It's sure it's a very depressing show, but it's a masterpiece. And I even have an Instagram page that's literally just dedication to Arcane, and that's literally connected to my YouTube channel. And that's my Instagram account, is literally just Arcane Core. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna be talking about this show for the rest of my life. Honestly, when I have kids, I'm gonna be like, you guys should watch this very old show, Arcane. They're gonna be like, fuck off, Dad. Call of Duty, Call of Duty 30 came out. But yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. About at the end of this little talk, I'm probably gonna call it Arcane 1 month retrospective. Just this dude, just, oh my god. I cannot stress enough how much of a masterpiece this show is. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.